Hey friends, like this video if you think Scarlet Witch's new costume is better than her old costume. Obviously, I think it's better for a lot of reasons. I'm going to focus on two, but they both relate to the same thing, the plunging neckline and the cleavage in her previous incarnations. Where to start? Let's introduce the concept of the male gaze. If you haven't come across this notion before, it's this idea that visually female characters are represented in a way that appeals to male viewers. Comics are traditionally have been really guilty of this. Just look at Wonder Woman or Google the controversy over the Spider-Woman comics cover a couple years ago. I'm sure it'll come up. There's some great examples on the internet of male models or actors who have posed themselves in the positions that we often see female superheroes posed in comics. And when you see a male doing it, it actually registers how ridiculous some of these poses are and how they are really geared towards kind of, let's face it, an immature notion that serves what what men want to see or think they want to see in women, heterosexual men, that is. So there's really no other way around this. It's sexist and it objectifies women. And so aside from being kind of oppressive and archaic, it's also bad writing, because when we're trying to write a character, we need to start with the character first and actually who they are. And if you go back to some of my other videos where I talk about the three categories of things that we need to know about our characters. One, the things that you would find on a driver's license. Two, the things that a character might share about themselves at a cocktail party. And three, things that a character might share in therapy. First place you start is really those driver license issues of, what they look like. And those things have to align with the rest of the things that, the rest of the characteristics of that character. So when you're intergalactic, interdimensional witch who's going to fight baddies like Thanos, are you going to go into battle wearing, a plunging neckline that kind of exposes you? Or are you going to have something that has a little more coverage? Think about what makes sense for that that context, and that character. Not saying that there's no place for a plunging neckline, maybe at a ball or a formal occasion if someone wants. But in this context, we can do better, and I'm glad Marvel has. All right, see y'all later.